Good morning, everyone. It's Nardi, and this is the Daily Espresso short shots of big ideas. We're coming from Pillar of Salt in Richmond. This is one of my faves. You know what? They're all my faves. If you're a cafe in Melbourne, I love you. Love you to death. Enjoying a beautiful single origin espresso just to start the morning. But don't worry, guys, it's my second, not my first coffee for today. I've got we're mixing up with someone's come all the way down from Ballarat. Thane's from a financial advisor from a firm up in Ballarat that's doing some awesome stuff. And we know him quite well, and he's come here to have a chat to us and do a little bit of learning about how we do certain stuff in our business, and again flowing from the collaboration stuff that we did last week. We just seem to be doing it every day, aren't we, Chris?
I think so.
Yeah, so
the new era of collaboration.
New era of collaboration, sharing ideas and all the rest, and Thane gets to come here and enjoy a little bit better coffee than Ballarat. How is the coffee compared to? Have you got some?
The restaurant
some
scene,
awesome stuff
cafe
out?
scene is thriving in Ballarat. So for all those people, by means, come up to Ballarat, experience Sovereign Hill, great town.
It's a tourism pitch. I love it.
It was I know. Everyone's an ambassador.
I love it.
Good stuff. So, Thane, you said you had a question. Throw out a live question on the spot. What you have as what was your question?
Yeah, so one of my questions to Nardi and Chris earlier was, what's more beneficial to businesses these days? Is it entrepreneurship or is it systems and processes?
Cool.
So I'll hand it over to Nardi to give me the answer.
Thank you, Thane, for that
That's not choreographed.
excellent question. Thank you, Chris. Read script.
Keep going.
Entrepreneurship, systemization of a business go hand in hand. Full stop. That's my answer for you. Let me elaborate. People who think they're entrepreneurs but don't incorporate systemizing their business at all in their business aren't entrepreneurs. To come up with an idea, simply a business idea, and all of a sudden you think you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, so
it's a half measure. So, to be a true entrepreneur, you've got to actually be creating, developing, motivating your team to create and develop systems day in, day out.
Hang on, have we got follow up?
Hey?
Do you want a follow up question?
Hang on.
So I suppose just to clarify with my question was that. So I'm talking more from an employee perspective. Are you willing to give employees free rein in terms of thinking of how best to do things, or do you think it's best for a business to have systems and processes for their employees?
Of course. Yeah. So, cool. Yeah. Initially, systems and processes.
Model versus.
Yeah. Initially, I would say, and the way we've recently really pushed hard with our business, and wish we'd done this from the start, is to come up with a set of your critical mass of procedures that you run in your business, whichever way whatever they are, how many they are. The way we did it was we actually got our team, which are established and have been doing stuff themselves within the business, to come up with a list of the procedures they work on in the business on a day-to-day level. Our team came up with 180. Hey?
180.
Well, they came up with 100 and something, right? What then happened was then Chris and I reviewed them. We threw in our own procedures as well, as one we'd love to systemize or procedurize or document. And then we ended up with about 180. Now that's first crack, and what we've done is we've implemented in our business, and we've got a quarterly thing that we're running at the moment called Steps to Success, and we've basically given the team a target to get 180 steps filmed, documented and published into an online procedure manual. Now, it won't be until we have all those up and running that we can start giving our team free rein in modifying developing and then bringing on new systems. What every business out there struggles with, unfortunately, is get everything out of their head and putting it down into some sort of systemized manual, something that allows them to step away from their business and be a true entrepreneur where the business actually runs itself. So in our business, and we're not going to shy from the fact of having done the wrong thing, we'll just go all the time and have everything in our heads and always just, okay, this is how you do it, go and do it. Then our teams were basically silos of intellectual property, silos of information that was never shared. So if that person leaves, or we are sick or away or want to go on holiday for 3 weeks, that intellectual property that we have or whoever has disappears out of the business for that period of time. Now, because of that, you can't, you're not a true entrepreneur if you have not covered off and allowed for those things. So when you talk about, all right, do you give people free rein of doing things? Look, in our particular business, and almost in any business, there has to be a system and a process and procedure of doing something. Why? For quality assurance, because you want to make sure everything's done the same way. 2, for evolution of service, because or what you do, because you want to be better every single day you do something. Right? And 3, so that it's hit the ground running all the time. You integrate and induct a new person into your business. You don't want them to waste everyone else's time trying to think about how to do something. You want them to immediately go, bang, where do I go? Straight to the procedure manual, start working off that. You can have images, videos, whatever it is, that documents how your business runs, from the start of the day to the end of the day. And then anything in between, the first thing we say to our team is, hey, did you follow out? Do we have a procedure for this? No. Okay, cool. Go off and create one. Do we have the answer is yes, we do have a procedure. Cool. The next question is, did you follow it? Because half the time is you can have a system, you can have everything systemized and produced in your business, procedurized in your business, but your team might not follow it. Why? Because they might know it like the back of their hand. But when you've got that problem, when that happens, they're not developing those procedures. So it's one thing to set them up, and the other thing to develop them, develop and evolve those systems. Really, really important. And then you've got to police it a little bit. So whether you've got that management structure where you have someone, with that responsibility, or if you're the owner of the business, like most solo entrepreneurs or small businesses, they've got to do that themselves. But until you do that, in my opinion, you're not a true entrepreneur yet.
Yeah. So you need to leave the entrepreneurship to the business owner.
Yes.
And have the systems and processes for the employee.
Correct. Don't expect your team to be entrepreneurs. All right.
That was my key question.
Yeah.
Are you willing to let, or should
your team are not entrepreneurs. If they are, they'll leave you very quickly, because they'll be asking themselves a question that I probably ask myself all the time. Why am I working for this bozo? No offense to everyone I've worked with, love you all. But that's exactly what it is. So, you are the entrepreneur.
And that's
you're
what
the one with the ideas.
Being entrepreneurial is thinking that you can do it better than someone else.
Well, not only that, but trying to lead by making an impact to someone else's life or to our world in a particular way, and having that flexibility and control of being able to do it.
Very good topic today. And I like knowing
Great questions. Great
Fan,
questions.
I've added you as a friend on Facebook. Guys, that's the Daily Espresso for today. Sorry it went a little bit longer, but hopefully you got a little bit of live advice. And if you're not systemizing or procedurizing your business, stop procrastinating. Start with one. You've got a wealth of information in your head, and until it gets out into some sort of document, it's never going to be followed, it's never going to evolve, and it's never going to be developed into something that you can rely upon and take a little absence from the business and actually know and feel comfortable that things are running right. This is Daily Espresso, short shots of big ideas. That was a cracking idea. Thanks, Thane, for joining us. Thanks for come down more often.
I'm glad to.
Cheers, guys.